So next, I am honored to introduce one of our most passionate and exciting young alumni for the 2024 ECS Convocation Address. Oliver Fernandez graduated in 2008 with a civil engineering degree and is now the president and founder of McKinsey Construction and Site Development, LLC. McKinsey is a full-service construction organization. Under his leadership, the firm has grown into a construction and real estate leader in investment and construction solutions. To date, McKinsey has successfully completed over $100 million worth of business in construction management, design, build, and renovation services. Oliver met his wife, Leah, here at Syracuse, and I'm especially excited that Leah is also joining us today. This particular venue around here also holds memories for Oliver, since he was a member of our football team while earning his engineering degree. He must have earned a degree in advanced multitasking and time management as well. Oliver and Leah have been extremely generous to the college by engaging with students here on campus, hosting events for alumni and students in Washington, D.C., and giving back to support scholarships and the new Allen Innovation Center in Link Hall. Folks, Oliver Fernandez is truly one of the most driven, successful, and engaging engineers you will ever find, and we are so proud to have him today as our convocation speaker. Please join me in welcoming Oliver to the podium.
Wow. It's unbelievable to think in high school, my guidance counselor told me that Syracuse University wasn't going to be a school that I would be successful at. Well, I'm here today to tell you that Syracuse University provided me with the platform to thrive in today's marketplace. I first want to congratulate the class of 2024. Let's give them a hand. I admire people that start and finish what they said they're going to do, and that is what you've done. The hard work, the late nights, the sticking with it, to bring you here today is exactly all of the experiences that are going to help you in the future, and these are the exact same experiences that I lean into even to this day to gain encouragement. I also want to congratulate the parents, the family members, and the friends. I know this is a proud moment for you. With this also being Mother's Day weekend, I want to specifically wish the moms a happy Mother's Day. Let's give them a hand. For me, my graduation from Syracuse University was the last major life event that I spent with my mom before she passed away from cancer. I say this as a reminder to enjoy the moment with the people that you love and care about. I have my wife, Leah, the mother of my two kids, my two sisters, Veronica and Erica, and my business partners, Brian and Scotty, here with me today. And I'm super grateful for having my team with me. As we are all sitting here today, I have a question for you. How many of you in this room have been told that you weren't smart enough? How many of you told that you weren't the right fit? Or how many of you have been told that you don't have what it takes? Well, today, I'm here to share my story of what's possible when you have a no-quit attitude, what's possible when you never stop being a student, and what's possible when you build a powerful partnerships with your team. I remember being in my first engineering class, and it was definitely a shock to my system. Because where I grew up, in my high school, everybody wasn't paying attention. Everybody wasn't sitting facing the class. Everyone didn't have their notebooks out. Everybody wasn't taking notes. And that's exactly what was happening in my Syracuse University classes. And this class that I was in wasn't just like a normal class. It was a class where all of the engineering students were together. We had aerospace, biomechanical, chemical, electrical, civils, environmental. Everybody was all together. And I remember it distinctly. The professor got up to the front of the class and he said, look to your right and look to your left. Only one of you are going to be here at graduation. This was a reminder that what I was going into wasn't going to be easy, and that I was going to need to have a no-quit attitude to get to graduation. While also at Syracuse University, I walked onto the football team. And I remember calling my mom after the first practice saying, Mom, these guys are big. They're 6'5", 300 pounds. Mom, these guys are strong. They're benching 500 pounds. Mom, they're all so fast. They're running 4.2 40s. And I remember being in this exact facility where we are today. And the strength and conditioning coaches, it was literally their job to break us both mentally and physically so that we were prepared for what we'd face on the field. So by having that no-quit attitude, instead of breaking down to the challenge, I broke through. 1 rep turned into 2 reps, and then turned into me making the team. After graduating from Syracuse, I was riding high. Who's in here riding high right now? I have my new degree, I have my new job, and I was moving down to Atlanta to move into my new condo. And it was at that exact moment that my life started to fall apart. My mom got diagnosed with a terminal cancer. I got laid off from my job, and the new construction company that I started had lost $500,000. I was literally asking myself, what am I gonna do next? And do I even have what it takes to make it in today's marketplace? It took a moment for me to remember, but I had been here before. I knew I had a no-quit attitude from my experiences at Syracuse, and I just needed to become a student again. And that's when I met a government construction business owner that had found success in the construction industry. We pivoted my business from working for other construction firms to working directly with the government. He was my mentor and I was the student. And he said, hey kid, I'm not giving you any of my contracts, but if you go out there and find contracts, I'll help you execute on them. And honestly, that's exactly what I needed to hear. I started making cold calls, going to vendor outreach events, and doing whatever it took so I can get in front of every government agency on the entire East Coast. I remember driving 7 hours from Florida to Georgia so that I could attend a vendor outreach event, and I showed up and no one else was in the room. The lady writing the contract said everyone canceled because there was a tornado warning in the area. I didn't know there was a tornado warning in the area. I was so focused on getting my business out of debt, and I was so focused on growing my business that I showed up and there was no way I was gonna miss that opportunity. And after 1 year of doing whatever it took, I landed my first $500,000 job down in Sanibel Island, Florida for the Fish and Wildlife. And shortly after that, I landed a $2.6 million job for the Marine base in Albany, Georgia. I landed an $800,000 job in Washington, D.C. for the General Service Administration. I landed another $800,000 job for Tyndall Air Force Base in Panama City, Florida. And I landed another $800,000 job for the USDA in Gainesville, Florida. 10 years later, yes. 10 years later, I still remember every one of those projects because I poured everything I had into getting those jobs. And with each new job, I was one step closer to paying back that $500,000 in debt. After 2 years of climbing out the hole, I paid the debt back, and I found ourselves plateauing again at $10 million of revenue per year. We couldn't break through. We went to $12 million, then we fell back down to 7. We didn't know what to do. It wasn't from a lack of hard work, I tell you. We were missing something, and I needed to become a student again. I found another group of business owners And these businesses were 10 times the size of my business. And while spending time with these business owners, I quickly realized that they never did anything alone. They were always with their team. They made powerful partnerships to take their business to the next level. And if I wanted to do the same thing, I wasn't going to be able to do it all alone anymore. So we started out with one key person, and we have now grown to over 100 team members. We went from a business that had completed $100 million in 10 years to last year we secured $42 million in projects. It's crazy how much faster you can grow with the team. I want you to leave you with two of my favorite quotes. If you think you can or you think you can't, you are always right. It takes a no-quit attitude to reach your goals. And we always overestimate what we can get done in 1 year. And we always underestimate what we can get done in 10 years. So what I've learned is to never stop being a student and build powerful partnerships that will take you further than ever doing it by yourself. Again, congratulations to the class of 2024.